I think that the UFC $7.7 billion deal with Paramount is a good thing for all parties. I think it's a good thing for UFC. Obviously, they're getting $7.7 billion. So I think that's great for them. I think it's good for Paramount because nobody even uses Paramount. So it's going to bring a lot of users to Paramount to watch the UFC fights. And then the users are going to start watching other stuff on Paramount, which I think is good for them. I also think it's good for the viewers that watch UFC fights because we don't have to pay for pay-per-views anymore. We can just pay an $8 monthly subscription with Paramount, which is cheap, in my opinion, and watch all the UFC fights, right? So I think it's a good thing. Where I don't think it's a good thing is for the fighters, right? Especially if you're a big star fighter and you bring in a lot of pay-per-view revenue and you get a huge piece of that. How are you supposed to calculate how many subscriptions you bring in? Like, how do you do that? I don't know. I don't think that you can kind of calculate, hey, Dana, I brought in this amount of subscriptions for my fight and I should get this amount of pay. So I bet you they put the fighters on like an increased base pay and then they can get paid, I don't know, maybe just that base pay and bonuses if they get fight of the night or something. It's going to be interesting to see how the fighters get paid. Dana White's already kind of mentioned that he's going to be paying the fighters or negotiating the contracts to get them to be paid more. So that's a good thing. Jake Paul was saying, hey, fighters, you know what you're worth now. Go get what you're worth. So that's the only piece where I'm like, I kind of don't really know what's going to happen. Good thing for the UFC, good thing for Paramount, good thing for the viewers. We'll see if it's a good thing for the fighters. Who knows? Maybe it's fighters start joining other leagues like Conor McGregor's league, the Bare Knuckles league or whatever he started. Maybe they start joining him. We'll see what happens though. I think it's a good thing. It's a huge deal. $7.7 billion. The next biggest deal that UFC did was like $500 million with ESPN. So this thing is like a huge deal for Paramount and for UFC and for all sports. It's a huge deal. So we'll see what happens. And let me know what your guys' thoughts are down in the comments. Whether you think it's a good thing, a bad thing. What do you think about the fighters? Should they get paid more? How are they going to get paid their bonuses and how many views they bring in? So, well, let me know your thoughts.